So that was pretty that was pretty awesome. Like, well, not really awesome. Well, it's awesome for you guys, but for me it was kind of a bit like, whoa, calm down there. See, what happened was is I made a post on Facebook saying, should I try out like should I post my videos where I practice stand-up comedy? And as I'm posting it, or after I post it, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, this is only gonna get like no likes. It's gonna get nothing. It's gonna get no comments. But I was wrong, and yeah, who would have thought like the planning of a stand-up comedy part would be the funny part? But it is, because I'm sitting there going like, oh God, now you know what? I have to do it now. There's too many likes on it, and it's only been up for 10 minutes, so within 30 minutes it's gonna get higher, and yeah. So what's up, guys? This is my stand-up practice routine. We're gonna try out some jokes and see if you like them. Um, I want to try to stay away from negative and sexist jokes. Yeah, I want to try to stay away from those. Although I might slip up and throw them out there still, just because. But I'm gonna try my best. And first joke is more of a real life lesson than joke. You see, I went to Guatemala as a kid, and when you go to a different country, apparently you have to get like a bunch of shots afterwards, and you gotta make sure you didn't catch any other diseases, because different countries, different disease. But yeah, but watch out for herpes because they're everywhere. It's like, geez, that was nasty. But yeah, so I went to Guatemala, and the disease, another thing that's, but this would like sounds like it won't be funny, but it was funny because I was literally crapping my pants at random times. Like I had a stomach virus, so I wasn't able to help it, but I was able to hide it, which I don't know how. I don't know how like I was able to, but I was able to play it off like I didn't just do that. But yeah, that was pretty funny, and it got even funnier because we were all taking a family photo before we were leaving, and of course, I just out of nowhere let out this big fart, like we're all hugging and staying together, getting ready for a photo, holding still with a smile, and all of a sudden you hear a, and then I start to laugh. Like, you can't play it cool then. I promise you can be anyone you want. You can be the best actor there is out there. But if you do that, you're going to have to be like, well, I did that one, you know. Jeez. Well, that's what we're going to start off with there, and that's, I'm not going to do too many nasty jokes because the toilet humor, it's funny. It has its perks. It does, because it's like, oh, you farted, but it shouldn't be used too much. um, let's see, funny things. Well, I know what is 6 inches and has a head, and girls can't get enough of it. Money. Thought I was gonna say something else, didn't you? Did you hear about the one? Now these were told to me by an uncle that knew tons of jokes. My uncles, they shared a bunch of jokes with me, like, you guys are gonna laugh at these. So did you hear what the dirty boy do? Uh, what the boy did after he got done playing in the mud outside? Well, he came home and took a bath, and so he was a dirty He was because he was a dirty boy. A bath with bubbles he had to take. Now you're probably saying, why would you say he's a dirty boy? Well, that's because Bubbles was actually a guy. And then here's one of my favorites. It's called Train Wreck or something. So there's three guys in a car and they get hit by a train. They all die. They go to heaven. And in heaven there's this one rule. You can't step on a duck. It's like you can do anything you want, just be careful not to step on a duck. That's what God told these three guys. Now the three guys, one of them, the first one, steps on a duck, and the first guy that steps on a duck, he gets this girlfriend right afterwards, and the girlfriend is really badly out of shape and very disfigured. Okay, so the second guy steps on a duck, and he gets his girlfriend too, and she has a horrible face. She's very ugly, and they're both not pleased. Well, the third guy steps on a duck, and he gets this beautiful model, really gorgeous, right? And the two guys are like, now why does he get the good-looking girl, and we get the bad-looking girls because we stepped on those ducks? Well, God said, well, I mean, look at him. So he was punishing the girl because he stepped on the duck. Or probably the girl stepped on the duck, I guess. Oh. Oh. You realize every year anti-smoking commercials, they have a new reason to be anti-smoking. It's like, they have 50 different reasons so far, and some of the reasons just doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, do you know that, like, this anti-smoking commercials, when you watch them, you're supposed to feel sick about smoking, okay? Well, they're like, do you know that smoking kills your pets? And then they show you, like, dead pets, like, these are how many pets that die a year because of smoking. What? And then you got so much. I don't even know where to begin with this one. Then you got, smoking kills motivation. Well, no, duh. That's the whole point of it. It's supposed to relax you. It's not supposed to hype you up. Really, they come up with anything. Smoking and walking at the same time, you might accidentally trip, and you might accidentally scrape a knee. It's like, okay, I guess if your shoes were untied, yeah, that could happen. But I don't see why. Oh, because you have a cigarette in your mouth. So as long as you have a cigarette in your mouth, whatever you're doing can become an anti-smoking commercial if you think about it. Smoking and driving at the same time kills 50,000 people a year. 50,000 people, that's a lot of people. If you can't smoke and drive, you shouldn't be driving. Really, in the first place. Or, like, you shouldn't be chewing gum and walking at the same time. That's, like, what's the difference? And now, like, lately I've been realizing this. TV has been, like if you go to the channel FX, you'll see cartoons that will push the boundaries. Like, there's no censorship for them, mostly. They have a little bit of censorship, but just a little bit, just an edge by the FCC. So now, the smoking anti-ads are trying to do the same thing. Oh my god. And then so, I'm watching YouTube, and then all of a sudden this anti-smoking ad comes on. It's a little rhyme. Did you know, like, Bob couldn't get it up because he smoked. And that was it. Then it just ended. It was like, and like, they didn't say it, but what they were trying to mean was he couldn't get it up, or he couldn't fly a kite, like, get it up. But that's not what they meant. That's not what they meant. They had a dirty joke in mind. I think they're having fun with this now. I mean, it's better than seeing those PETA commercials, I'll tell you that. Those PETA commercials are sad. It's like, why would you do this? I'm trying to watch cartoons or something, and all of a sudden, in the eyes of an angel, these dogs and cats are left in the shelter until they are killed. So please adopt one. SpongeBob comes back on. It's like, what? It's like, what did I just see? What? Why would they? Why? That would now that's not a lie. That would seriously happen to me as a kid. Like those commercials, I hated seeing them because they're just so sad. And some of them were like outrageous. Luckily, I wasn't on those adult this History Channel or something, and I was watching the kid channels because then they get even worse. So the final joke. So guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you laughed at it, because that was the purpose, to tell jokes. And yeah, peace out and stay awesome, Ultimate Army. I don't know what that was. Now that I figured out what to call you guys, I gotta figure out